Thank you. And thank you for all the witnesses for coming here today. And I just want to send my condolences to the Buller family. You mentioned, Mr. Singh, about the Afghan Sikhs and the Hindus are unable to move freely and unable to hold businesses, and there's many discrimination towards them. My question is, what is the status of the displaced Sikhs communities across the borders of Afghanistan, or when they cross the border to Afghanistan when they cross the borders to Pakistan or India? Do they have any documentation with them, or do they have anything that's from Afghanistan when they cross borders?
So it's a good question. With respect to their status as internally displaced, what they tend to do is they congregate at gurdwaras, places of worship. With respect to them traveling outside, one of the biggest issues that this group of 200 had was, in fact, access to government identification, passports. Manmeet made it happen. He leveraged some contacts that he had. He was able to find someone that could speak English and make it happen for them. But it wasn't easy, and it's not possible for the vast majority of these people to have that done. So your question about passports, most of them didn't have passports, but Manmeet got it done.
If Canada allowed private sponsorship of persons in refugee-like situations who remain in their country of nationality, do you expect that enough private sponsors would be available to resolve the Sikh and Hindu issues?
I don't see any issue in getting the private sponsorships done, particularly from the Sikh community, but I'll let the others comment.
Ms. Bueller?
Since Manmeet's passing, the urgency of this within the Sikh community has only become exponential. He had a running list of people that were willing to take on private sponsorship when he was personally working on this project, and that list continues to grow. There are people that reach out to my father, that reach out to friends and staff of Manmeet saying, let us know how, let us know when. We are committed to doing this. So really, we're just waiting for the government to say ready, set, go, and you will have a comprehensive list of people that are willing to be private sponsors for the Afghans.
Mr. Kang, Mr. Matu?
Yes, the private sponsorship route is obviously the route that the community at large is prepared to go in very short order. In terms of other, the question was a bit fading out here on our end, but from what I understand in terms of identities and these types of issues, it harkens back to the times when I started my practice, and we were dealing with Eritrean and Ethiopian refugees who were being resettled here without the normal, what we would consider the normal passport type documentation. But there's many ways to facilitate the identity beyond official government documentation. So again, that's one of those bureaucratic hurdles that can be easily overcome. Either by way of affidavit evidence and other evidence that's available and secured overseas. So I'm confident that a properly supported, federally supported refugee resettlement process will be met with a great support by the Canadian community at large.